Hello, everyone. This is Eve, and I'm coming to you with honestly, I after last chapter, I still am reviewing over that, but we're coming to you with Experiment, Jeff the Killer X, I think, reader by the perfect blur. It might even be Candy Pop at this point, but we're about to see. Oh, we're starting off with chapter 32, and it's Jack's POV. Eyeless Jack. I was stunned, completely lost for words. Candy just admitted something he hasn't told anyone before. I mean, if he had, I would have found out about it. Wait, Candy, are you saying you're gay? Candy widened his eyes a little before sighing, adjusting his posture and rolling his shoulders, but chuckling nervously. I'm bisexual. I like my women too, but why do you think Sadie hates me so much? His expression was sly and dirty. Sadie has always hated Candy from the bottom of her heart, but would never tell me or anyone why she hated him so much. She despised him. Wait, you didn't. Candy smirks, raising an eyebrow. I was disgusted. Sick bastard. Yet Candy and I are as bad as we're as bad as each other. We are both murderers, but he's worse. He's a scum. Yeah, I kill and eat their kidneys, but I would never commit and act like that. You were a sick fuck, Candy. You know that? I growl, straightening my posture, standing tall to let him know I did not think light of this. I really didn't want to help him now, but I had to think of the outcome. If we pull this off, Candy will give me some of that solution, and I can use it on him to kill him. Just fine. I'll help you. I'll deal with the maid, but what about Jeff? I'll deal with Jeff. How? Candy doesn't reply. He just grins with a wink, turning around and leaving the attic. Leaving me alone, as soon as he shuts the door, I couldn't help yell in anger, grabbing my chair and throwing it at the wall. Not only did Candy Pop kill Seed Eater, but he also hurt Sadie. You fucking bastard. Jeff's POV. After Ben disappeared on me, I ran through the entire mansion again, looking for him. There was no sign of him or Candy anywhere. None of them. So I headed outside, decided to do some target practice with my knife throwing, carving targets on trees and aiming for the bullseye, but I eventually grew bored and decided to take a break. Sitting down on a fallen down tree. Well, it didn't fall down, it was cut down. Workers came here cutting down trees at one point, and they managed to cut at least 5 before Slender and the rake had their way with them. I sighed deeply, smoothing the blade of my knife as I hold it tightly in my hands. Jeff, there you are. I hear a voice cry behind me. I quickly stand and turn around to face the source of the voice, and it was YN. She was healed. I've been looking for you since Slender recovered me, she cries, running to me as I run to her, wrapping my arms around her as she returns my embrace. You're okay. I'm glad. I'm so sorry I hurt you. You tried to kill me, Jeff. Her grip on my hoodie tightens as she sobs into my chest, and I stroke her hair to try and calm her, letting her know it's okay. I know. I'm sorry. It was Candy Pop. He tricked me. Candy? Candy Pop did this? She leaned back, her soft, sweet eyes full of tears and signs of betrayal. She's so weak and vulnerable, so precious that she needs protection. I'm never gonna let that happen again. He's not going anywhere near you. From now on, I will protect you, Ian, and nothing, no one will ever hurt you again. She smiles sweetly, her hand raising to hold my face, her finger tracing my cut smile softly. Jeff, before it all happened, you kissed me. I couldn't help but sigh. I'd forgotten that I had done that. I was so caught up in looking for Candy, I forgot all about it. I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done. Can you do it again? I was shocked, but also a little happy and surprised. She actually wanted to kiss me again. You want to kiss me, even with my sliced mouth and face? She smirks, raising her other hand to hold the other side of my face, both hands now cradling my cheeks. That's what I love about you. She winks before pulling my face towards her with her hands, pressing her lips on mine. My heart was racing. She said that's what she loved about me. What did that mean? What does that mean? She loves me, or does she love my carved smile? I tried to ignore all the thoughts and just enjoy the fact that Wyan was alive and that I got the chance to kiss her again. Closing my eyes, I raised my hand to her cheek just by her ear, pulling her in closer, but as I do so, I feel her hair brush against my hand, followed by the sound of a small bell jingle. Wondering what it was, I peeked my eyes open, only to see I was no longer kissing YN. I was kissing Candy. I forced my hand against his chest, pushing him off of me, causing the pair of us to stumble back. What the fuck? I growl, wiping my mouth with my hand. I felt dirty that I just kissed the bastard that made me hurt her. You sick fuck, I should kill you right now while I have the chance. But Jeffrey, I thought you wanted to protect sweet old me. He flutters his eyelashes before changing his fake, sweet, innocent expression to a sly grin, winking at me. Come on, Jeff, let's have some fun. The maid will be dead any minute, and then it's just me and you. You fucking asshole. I shout harshly, almost burning my throat as I charge at him with my knife, pinning him to the floor. Chapter 33. Pinning Candy to the floor, I instantly strike my fist right at his face, punching hard, blood dribbling down his nose, but that only seemed to make him laugh. Come on, Jeff, admit it, you don't need her. We're destined to be together. He tries to raise himself up, but I latch my hands around his throat, slamming him back down. There is no we, you sick fuck. The only thing you're destined for is fucking death. I yell angrily as I raise my knife and plunge it down, but it suddenly stops just as it touches the flesh on his neck, not going any further to pierce the skin. I look at my hands to see he was holding my wrist, pushing against me to stop driving the knife into his throat. Naughty, naughty, he winks before pushing against me with force, causing me to fall back, to which he takes the opportunity to pin me down instead, grabbing my knife and holding it to my neck. It's such a sad thing, Jeff, this situation we're in. It all would have been avoided if you had just accepted my love, but instead you're gonna have to die. He laughs hysterically as he raises the knife high above his head, readying to drive it through my heart, but as he laughs, he suddenly stops. His body jolts forward a little, his eyes slamming open and his face turning pale. The knife falls from his hands and lays on the grass beside me, and I watch as he wheezes and coughs, blood spitting out of his mouth. Looking down to his chest, I see the tip of a blade poking through, until it's yanked back out. Gargling and choking on his own blood, he falls down beside me, laying on his stomach. I stand to my feet, looking down at him, only to see he had a gash on his back, blood pouring from it. Who? Looking beside me, I see EJ stood there holding a bloody knife in one hand. His other arm was used to support someone who stood weakly beside him. Wyan, I call excitedly, glad to see she was okay, the real her. I rush over to her, but freeze when I see the fear on her face, her body flinching away when I reach my arms out to her. Wyan, what's wrong? I ask, tilting my head down so I could try and see her face better as she desperately tries to hide herself and look away. Wyan, I'm so sorry for what I done. I didn't know it was you. I saw your dead body in the bathroom. I was tricked. We all were. She slowly turns her face towards me, her scars and blind eye on show, and I can't remember what happened to her mask. Either it was left in the room when I kissed her, or Sunder kept it. But whatever happened to it, I'm glad she's no longer wearing it so I can see her face and expressions. I never meant to hurt you, Wyan, and I never will again. I promise you. She smiles sweetly, letting go of EJ and stumbling to me. Lunging her arms around me to hold me close, I of course returned their embrace. She's a little bit weak, so she'll need to rest for a while, EJ whispers, before walking over to Candy's body, grabbing his hair and yanking his head back, using the knife as a saw to slowly cut off Candy's head. Lifting Wyan in my arms, I make my way back to my room, and if she needs to be resting, she shouldn't be alone in her cold, empty room. She should be somewhere warm and free of dust or dirt. Well, maybe not that free of dust, but better than what her old room was. That is the end of those two chapters. Um, I genuinely I don't know how to feel about the series. I feel like it started off good, and then we just started getting thrown into a loop, and I just I don't even know how I feel anymore. Let me know what you guys think about the series. Like, I want full detailed description of your feelings for this. Because, oh my god. Like, I want to read another chapter, and the chapter after this is chapter 34. But at the same time, I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh. Anyways, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.